Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. So this is something I've been going back and forth on doing, but I decided I wanted to do it. Um, I don't know if I will do these anymore. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do my first unboxing, or public unboxing, I should say. And it's something that I got from my soul sister, Crystal Medicine. It is a new deck, and the cool thing is it doesn't come in a box. It comes in a tin. It's the Higher Self Oracle deck by Deanna Marie Riddick. I cannot read what's underneath it about illustration wise, but here's the box, or the tin it comes in, which actually I really love this. I feel like it protects your cards better, and it comes with an oracle book, or like a guidebook and stuff. So I wanted to just kind of show the cards. These are the back of the cards, and they are just absolutely beautiful. And my soul sister, she does crystal healing. She is all crystal medicine. She is all about healing with crystals. She is a inspiration to me personally, because she has healed herself through the way of crystals, and she makes crystal healing jewelry. She educates on the crystals. She really does her due diligence, and you know just puts it all out there. So yeah, so that's where these came from, and I was just going to show the cards. So this is acceptance. I'm hoping that everybody can see it. There you go. I know it's kind of hard for me to get things in view sometimes. This is anger. This one is really cool, actually. I mean, they're all really cool, but this one's really cool because it's got the lotus flower on it, and um, it's got the light behind her, and it's called Ask for Guidance. And one important thing to remember, which has been reiterated to me through my soul sisters and also through the book that came with this, is that you have to ask. Nothing's going to intervene. You have to ask for what it is you need from divine source, creator, universe, however you would like to word it. This, I think, has to be one of the cards that I am extremely drawn to, and um, it's the Libra in me because it's balance, but it's more than just that. So this is balance, and a Libra is all about justice, balance, and stuff. So that totally resonates with me. But what else does in this is the yin yang. And the reason that resonates with me is because, um, I'm the little light within the darkness. So all that dark right there that you can see with that little light, that's what we as light workers are. We're that little light that shines within the darkness, and we are meant to shine light on the darkness, and we are meant to guide through the darkness. And so to me, that is super important. It resonates along with the balance of being a Libra. That is everything I am about, is shining my light on the darkness and guiding others through it. This one is boundaries. Some can say that boundaries aren't important, but at times they can be. It's to each their own. Change. It's the change card. This really sticks out to me too. Actually, this kind of reminds me of Cinderella in Harmony Montgomery, because her dress reminds me of Cinderella. And so, clear your energy. That is another thing that is incredibly important. I actually got this card, I believe, during a read, and I instinctively knew it was about me and not the reading itself. So, Spirit was telling me that I needed to clear my energy like one more time before I did the read, and I'm glad that I did, because then the read came out perfectly, and I was very understanding of what was going on. So it cleared whatever blockages that were there. This one's really neat too, and actually makes a hell of a lot of sense. So this is confusion. All that jumbledness on top totally makes sense. So this is courage, and it's the lion. I don't know, it's kind of dark, so I'm not sure if you can see it very well. You see, maybe if I put it up this way a little bit. But that's a lion in there, and that's courage. And when I say the word lion, I hear Lyran, which is starseed, which I have part of in me. Oh, this is pretty cool too. Ah, direction. Now these cards I didn't I did a quick you know, look through them because I wanted to do this and do it that way. And then I had to pull them to do that reading for summer, so I didn't have a chance to actually like really look into them. I was actually drawn to the book itself that came with them, which has never happened before. So it was interesting that it worked that way. So this one is Divine Timing, and it looks like there's like an hourglass that's in there. I'm hearing whoever this card is resonating with, it's saying to be patient. So if this is resonating with you, I'm hearing give it time, be patient. Now this one is absolutely stunning. I resonate with this one. It gives me cat vibes. It gives me, and my totem is a cat, domestic cat, any cat at all. And it also gives me Egyptian vibes. So this one is called Dreams. I really hope you're able to see the details in these cards. They are absolutely stunning. And expect the unexpected. There's that one. This one, I'm not quite sure. Oh, you know what? Okay, so because I am visually impaired, it's hard for me to make out details sometimes. So this one's a little bit confusing look-wise for me, but it's failure, and I feel like it's showing a sad face, maybe. I'm not really sure. Everything's kind of blending together, but there's that one. However, it looks like a sadness to me, but it doesn't feel like a sadness. I hear the word deflated with this card. Fear. Oh. Okay. So, this is fear. And looking at this, so I also do drawings sometimes. I did one for Missing Madalena Kojikari. I'm a firm believer that the cases don't pick us, we pick the cases, okay? And I did not have to, I was not called to work on her case like everybody else was. However, my soul sister, Crystal Medicine, she was called to work on Madalena's case. And she had worked on it for a while, and then she and I had been talking about it, and then I was asked to work on the case. I was given permission to. And I did a drawing, and I don't have my old tablet. It broke, unfortunately, and everything was on there, and stupid me didn't save stuff. But the image that I drew was similar to this. And the reason I'm pointing this out specifically is because I'm not sure with the lighting if you can see it, but she is like in that position, and then there's a darkness around her. And when I drew the drawing, it was similar to that, and the darkness that was going around her was resemblance of a tight quarters, so like a closet or a very tiny room, and that's like she was boxed in basically, and she was in the dark. So, and as soon as I looked at this card, I heard her name, I saw her face, and I saw the drawing. So, Crystal Medicine, Madalena Kojikari, my dear sister. Forgiveness. When I'm pulling this card, I hear forgiveness is important, especially to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself in order to forgive others. So that is a message out there. So whoever resonates with this card, that's your message. Freedom. Wow. Okay. There's a song by the Beatles that goes, I think it's called Blackbird. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Spread your wings and learn to fly. You've been waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird, fly into the light. And look, light. Now, coincidentally enough, that was a message I got through my other soul sister. I was watching a video of her. Her name is Crystal Aberg, or Aberg, I'm not sure how to pronounce the last one. She used to go by Dark Rose. She does prediction videos, and I actually was looking for one of her validation videos when it came to like weather anomalies. I think it was like hurricanes, earthquakes, or something. And I had clicked on a video, and she was talking about something and how she saw, she had a vision of this like black bird, and that song just started singing in my head, and I get messages through song lyrics too, and it was just repetitive and it wouldn't stop. And that's what led me to Summer Wells and eventually doing the reading on her. So that's quite interesting. Bird, light, blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these wings and learn to fly. You've been waiting all this time for this moment to arrive. fly into the light. Yep, there we go. I think it's amazing. Can I just say, I'm super giddy about this because I have been going back and forth about doing an unboxing and whether or not I wanted to do it because unfortunately some people have kind of exploited it and ruined the gift of giving and receiving and the love that's genuinely behind it. Um, and so I had gone back and forth for a very long time about this. And so I decided to do it. I had no clue that I would get messages. But my soul sister, Crystal Medicine, the one who gifted me this, she said that she just knew this deck was meant for me, and now I could see why. The energy that comes off of this deck is insane. Like I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like this is the same kind of energy that I get from my Starseed cards, because I have Lemurian cards, and I feel that off of them. Just like I have my Starseed deck, and I feel that off of those cards too. But this one is like really, really intense. So yeah, very cool. This, ooh girl, this right here. Let me tell you, this is a go within card, and it's as a light worker, it's like you're a beacon of light, right? And there's I can't really tell what that is, but there is something in the middle that's kind of glowing differently than the entire card. I'm not quite sure what it is or even what color it is, but it's definitely different than the white here. It might be like a yellow or an orange-ish kind of color, but that is the beacon of light within every light worker that is out there. So, um, wow, this card is like super confirmation of why you're here. This card is a validation of what a light worker truly is and where their light comes from. Yes, our light does come from divine source, creator, universe, however you want to word it. Absolutely. Spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? Vibration, frequency, doesn't matter. It does come from that, but it has to come from within. And that's the beacon, I'm being told. That is the beacon of light that's within every light worker. And it starts off small, and this is what it turns into as you raise your vibration. So that's coming out of her and around her is her vibration rising. I feel like it's her vibration rising. She is spreading her light out into the universe, and it's all because she found her light within herself first. And this applies to anybody. You don't have to be a female to be a light worker or a female for this to apply to you. You are a light worker, period. Period. So yeah, dude, this is awesome. So if this card is resonating to you, you totally need to look into it because you need to be confident. I'm hearing stop doubting yourself and work with the light within you, and then you will shine and raise your frequency with the collective and your Starseed family. Welcome, Starseeds. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm like super giddy and stoked about this deck. I had no idea that this was how this was going to be. Like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. This is definitely a level of frequency and feeling I have not felt yet until right now, and it's awesome. Go with the flow. Oh, another beautiful card. All these cards are beautiful. Yep. I'm hearing stop trying to control your situation. This is a lesson that is really hard to learn, even for myself, is trying to let things be as it is and let shit just ride out. Like, it is so hard to do that sometimes, especially when it's a situation that you genuinely want to change the outcome of or try to manipulate in some way. So, like you're protecting everybody or saving somebody from getting hurt, but sometimes you just have to let it happen. Um, Letting it flow may not be easy, it may not feel great, but it has to happen. And it's not always a negative thing either. Sometimes we have to fall many times before we're able to get up. Sometimes we have to learn lessons over and over again until we learn just to let go and just to let it ride. And so yeah, that's super significant. All right, what do we got here? Gratitude. So there's gratitude. And here's a reminder. Gratitude is important. It is so important to be grateful for what we do have. And the reason I say this is my mother, and I raised my children, and I've told my nieces and nephews the same thing. No matter how hard you think you have it, okay, and I'm not saying it's not hard for some people because it is, always remember that there is somebody out there that has it worse than you. So be very grateful for what troubles you do have, because your troubles can be the bare minimum compared to what other people deal with. If you have a roof over your head, but it's not a mansion or whatever, that's okay. You have more than what some people have. If you have food in your belly, but it's ramen every night, or breadcrumbs, and it's not a steak dinner like you want, or you can't afford your Taco Bell or whatever, that's okay, because there's some people in this world who've never even experienced what a home cooked meal is like, or what fast food is like. If your child has a toy and they're kind of being like ungrateful about it, remind them. There's some kids in this world that don't even know what a new toy is or a toy at all. It is so incredibly important to remember why we need to have gratitude. We may not have everything we want in life, but if we have our basic needs met, that is still so much more than what a lot of people in this world have. And I feel like that is such an important message to remember. And it's not even about being a light worker. It's not about, being spiritual. It's not about any of that. It's just remembering that there are others that are in worse positions of you. So be grateful for what little you do have if it's little, and be grateful for what big you do have if it's big. And remember, it doesn't have to be name brand stuff. It doesn't have to be the biggest house on the block. It doesn't have to be the newest car or fanciest car. None of that stuff matters. What matters is that you have your basic needs met. It's about the needs, not the wants. And it's about appreciating and being grateful that you do have whatever it is you do have, because there's always somebody out there that has it harder than you that goes without. Yep. So this is the happiness card. I don't know if you can see it. What sticks out to me on this one is the backside is the darkness behind her, and there is a glow of light in front of her, it looks like. That's kind of shining on her, like, you know what I mean? Like she's seeing the light and seeing the truth, and truth is happiness. It may not be happy at the time, but knowing the truth is always better than being lied to. Help is on the way. Very cool. Very cool. Actually, I think I had a drawing or something similar to that too. That's kind of cool. Huh. This is intuition, and that represents your third eye, which is right here. And that is being able to see without your eyes. It's your mind's eye, is what they call it. Ha. This is an awesome card too. Let go. I'm getting Katy Perry's song, I'm Wide Awake. That is actually the song that told me I was in my awakening. But I'm hearing, I was in the dark, falling from cloud 9, crashing from the high. I'm letting go tonight. I'm falling from cloud 9. So it's about letting go and not losing any sleep over it. You're letting go of what does not serve you any longer. You're letting go of pain. You're letting go of relationships that hold you down instead of supporting you or lifting you up, or ones that you just kind of moved away from. You're letting go of a job that's like making you miserable and finding a different opportunity. You're letting go of heartache. You're letting go of hurt. You're letting go of pain. And not losing any sleep because you know it's going to be okay. So this is the light. And I just feel the light breaking through the darkness is really what I get off of that. Like it's breaking through a wall of darkness or a veil of darkness. Listen. Oh, holy crap. Ha! Well, I'll be damned. So, listen is with a little birdie there. Ha! Lots of messages. There was lots of doves around baby Bella, from my end and from Crystal Medicine, and she is a rainbow child who is part of our Starlight family, and she needed to have a very severe surgery at her young age, and she made it through her surgery. She's doing okay. And doves came out in all her cards when Crystal Medicine pulled for her, and I had a dove show up at my house, and I was told to send it to Crystal Medicine for Bella. And then I found out that Archangel Gabriel was with Bella because the dove is related to him, and there was a specific picture, or her, and I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But there was a dove in the picture, and that was meant for Bella as well. And the dove is still around. They actually made a nest in our tree out front, so that is really cool. And also, listening to the birds, blackbirds singing in the dead of night came right into my head all over again. And the other message was that there's a little birdie talking, and that was the other message that came through that reading for summer. Somebody was talking, so that is so darn significant. Wow. Love. Very cool. I like this one. Aww. So what sticks out to me here, which is funny, is the butterfly and the lotus flower. And It's Manifest. And I heard Harmony's name and Summer's name. That is crazy. I heard Harmony with the butterfly. And Summer with the butterfly, actually. Very cool. Nature. So, this card automatically makes me think of the Seven Sisters. The Seven Sisters of Pleiades. Yeah. Totally got Seven Sister vibes off of that. Definitely do. And then the next card is stuck. Hold on, sorry. Chunky sausage fingers. Alright. On the right path. And I think that's really important. And super significant. And even more significant to me because that was another drawing that I had, except the only difference was the path, I believe, was yellow that she was walking down. It was for Madalena Kojikari again. Wow. I didn't expect any of this stuff to come out. Overcome, I can't speak. Overcome obstacles. I'm not certain, but I think she's holding like a squid, and it almost looks like she has a, holy crap. Oh, okay, yeah. Butterflies. The butterflies are coming through again. And this, I'm going to have to look back, but no. I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to Crystal Medicine about this one. But yeah, this has significance to it for me, at least. When I was in the hospital recently, these little, like, I don't know what the heck to call them, antenna, I'm not even sure, those little thingies, I had two safety pins that I had to use to keep the hose attached to my gown, and when I was trying to readjust them with the tape, they looked like the antennas of butterflies, and Harmony had visited me in the hospital, and that is what sticks out there. Like, wow, that is amazing. I feel like this is supposed to be a seedling, maybe. I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell. But the card is Patience. This card reminds me of my other soul sister, Blue Willow. And it's Pause. And the reason it reminds me of it is because of the hand. Oh. And it looks like down her tailbone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if those are chakra symbols or oh crap, I can't think of the other name of the symbols. But I don't know if you're able to see them or not. They go right down her spine. I don't know. I feel like those, I'm not sure what they are. I don't know if they're chakra symbols or what, but I've seen them, the top one before. The other ones are really, really hard for me to make out, but they're going down her spine. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Perseverance. The lightning sky. Oh. So this is perspective. I am unable to read what is on there. The first top one is higher self, but the other ones I cannot make out what those are. But there are words underneath those as well. So there we go. There's that card. Hopefully it's like a decent, I don't even know if it's like able to be viewed the right way. I don't know, because I can't tell. Thank you for being patient with us, by the way. Appreciate it. Pray. And I just want to throw this out there for somebody. Praying doesn't necessarily mean it has to be tied to a religion, a god or a deity. You can just say prayers. Like every night I go to bed, I say thank you prayers. I say thank you for my children, and I put my loving blessings on them, and you know, stuff like that. Like, you don't have to address it to any being or entity. You are freely able to just pray and give thanks without the pressure of programmed thoughts of thinking the right way to do it. Oh, wow. And I just had that conversation with Crystal Medicine earlier. Holy shit. This is awesome sauce. Strength. There we go. Success. And it almost looks like a type of crown in a way. So that's success. And I'm hearing the word goddess for some reason. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but there you go. Mm. This one's called Take the First Step. Uh, can't really make it out too much, but I feel like she's holding something. I don't know. Maybe it's part of a dress or something. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. Like she's lifting it up or something so she can walk, maybe. I'm not really sure. All right, what do we got here? We're almost done. Thank you again for being patient. Transformation. This reminds me of that Katy Perry song, I'm Wide Awake, as well. And that's only significant to my awakening that I felt it was a specific part. That's exactly the position I was in when I was belting out the words, I'm wide awake, and had no idea what I was doing, and just, I went with the flow. There you go. Trust. Ah, very cool. Kind of reminds me of the Princess and the Pea book. All the mattresses are on that little pea, and the test is to see if the princess can feel the pea. And through all those layers of mattresses, it was actually a book I used to read to my daughter. It was one of her favorite books when she was younger, and I believe it was if she felt the pea, that meant she was a princess because she was able to feel it through all those mattresses. I have no idea why that came out, but it did. So there you go. Vision. Oh, this is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Vision. And she's got the eye over there. I love this card too, but I can feel, like, I feel the worry. And the card is worry, but, like, looking specifically at her, I feel worry, stress, anguish. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm getting off of that card. Not that it's negative or anything, but, like, I don't know, it's a feeling I got. Like, I could feel her. Worthiness. I feel like this might be a horse. I'm not quite sure. It says worthiness. Just an FYI, we're all worthy. I'm just putting that out there as, like, a reading for the collective. Someone needs a reminder that you're worthy. Yes, we are all worthy of divine light. We are all worthy of happiness. We are all worthy of love, forgiveness. We're all worthy for the good stuff, you know? You are not alone. And this is the last card. So I don't believe there's a peacock behind her, but whatever, I get peacock vibes off of it. I'm not quite sure why. But yeah. This is super important to remember that you are not alone. And I say that because my whole purpose of this channel is to go through my awakening and put it out there because I don't have, I have support, but I don't have it in areas of my life where I really need it for this. And I know I'm not the only one. And it is a very lonely place when you're going through this by yourself. It's lonely. It's scary. I actually felt like I was going through a midlife crisis. Pretty sure some people thought I was too. And I think it's important to do this to show the good, bad, and the ugly of it because it's not all sunshines and rainbows. You know, there is there's hurt, there's pain, there's disappointment that goes along with it. I mean, uh, there's doubt and uncertainty that can go along with it as well. And you know, on the plus side, there's, I guess the best way is, like, you know, even though all those things become a realization, this is stuff that we already know in our human life already, right? We've known disappointment, we've known hurt, we've known loss, we've known pain. But what is very rare is when somebody can look at that hurt, look at that pain, look at that deceit, look at that disappointment and grow from it. And what I mean by grow from it is you literally learn that it made you a better person in some sort of way, or it taught you some kind of lesson. Sometimes those lessons have to be repeated over and over and over again until your ego gets out of the way and your stubbornness is just like, all right, dude, pull back, open your damn eyes, and get right with yourself. And I feel like that is so important to know that there is an upside. You know what I mean? Like, when it rains, it pours. And sometimes it is really hard to see that you know, light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, or to see anything positive come out of a negative situation. And for those out there that are struggling with your awakening, yes, it is hard. It's not easy, and it feels like setbacks happen a lot. Or it feels like, you know, you finally hit this epiphany, and then all of a sudden, bam, and you're like, what did I do wrong? And it's nothing wrong that you've done. It's a lesson that you need to learn that you haven't quite learned yet. And just know that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You know, I always forget how it's worded. I think it's called like the dark night of the soul. Basically, it's working on your trauma. Okay, um, and that doesn't limit itself to trauma that was done to you by others. That also speaks to the trauma you've done to yourself. So anytime you've put yourself down, anytime you have made a mistake and haven't forgiven yourself or blamed yourself, that's trauma. Anytime you allowed somebody to put you down, you need to forgive yourself for that. You need to forgive yourself for everything. Just like, you know, it's really hard to forgive others. It can be hard to forgive yourself because sometimes you can't rationalize it or justify it. And then you need to work through that. The best, you know, these are just my opinions only. This is for entertainment purposes only, even though I don't really consider it entertainment. But sometimes forgiving yourself is harder than forgiving others because you go through the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You go through the, well, if I only did this, or if I only, or this happened because I didn't do that. Okay, well, you know what? You are human. You're having the human experience, and you're not perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. It's only what society has programmed us to think that is perfect, whether it be your looks, your attitude, your career choice, how you choose to live your life, who you choose to love. No, no, that, you know, society has put these expectations out there of what happiness should be, what we should fear, what we should thrive for, and that we shouldn't forgive ourselves. Like, self-blame is huge in society. There's so many things out there that tell you to hate yourself. There's so many things out there that tell you if you weigh this much, you're not good enough. Or if you're not this tall and you're a dude, you're not good enough. I mean, there's a million different things out there that tell us on a regular basis about what's not good about us, and unfortunately, a lot of us tend to believe that. But you know what? There is no such thing as perfect. Not at all. There's no such thing as perfect, no such thing as perfection. It's what society has made us believe that needs to be there, but really it's what makes you happy. If you're happy with who you are, that is all that matters. Fuck everybody else. They don't pay your bills. They don't take care of you. You don't have to impress anybody. You just need to love yourself for who you truly are. Love being you. And if there's something about you that you don't necessarily love, figure out what that is and what needs to change. It doesn't mean that you're bad or not good. It just means you're human and you just need to work on it. And you need to learn how to love yourself. Just like loving yourself is learning how to forgive yourself. And it's so much easier. And even though it may sound like it, it's so much easier to forgive somebody that's done something to you than it is to forgive yourself for allowing something to be done, if that makes sense. But yeah, so yeah, that totally went longer than I thought it was going to. I'm sorry, I was trying to see the time in the video. So I just wanted to do this unboxing. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and I'm going to knock out the cards. 1, 2, 3. And that's just to knock out any energy that might be in them from a last reading or, you know, just any energy at all. And I would like to pull a card for the collective. And remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't apply to you, cool beans. If it does, cool beans. It's okay. All right. Divine, Source, Universe, Spirit, can you give me a card, a message for the collective? Will you please give me a message for the collective? Sorry, I'm very slow at shuffling because I don't know how they do it so fast. Yeah, that one got stuck and that's the one I'm pulling. Happiness. Oh, I got two. Health is on the way. Sweet. So remember, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, that's okay too. And it doesn't mean that both cards need to resonate necessarily. It could be one or the other, or it could be both, or it could be neither. So happiness, health is on the way. And remember, you have to ask for the help. You can't get the help if you don't ask for it. You really have to. And happiness totally applies for me, especially right now, because I am beyond ecstatic about how this unboxing went. Like I said, the energy from these cards are amazing, super awesome, and yeah, just absolutely amazing. All right, so that's the message for the collective. Thank you for being here and listening to me ramble while I did my unboxing. Remember to tell yourself, I am light, I am love, I am healing, and I am protected, because you are. Love you.